All right, welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I'm simulcasting on at Tiffany TLC Music. That's the username everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Haps all at once. Pick your favorite platform and do consider following, but I especially consider you to follow, if nowhere else, on Twitter, because that's where I announce if I can't come on. Normally I come on, as this little blurb says over here, between 5:15 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. I sing and play acoustic guitar, but also do some vocal looping. My music is mostly modern American folk, but I also do some bluesy songs. I'm a singer-songwriter, obviously, amongst a number of things that I do. This is more of a hobby, but it's fun. So, with that said, let's get started. I'm thinking about, I really want to do I'm So Done again, but I've done it every day in a row, every day for 3 days, every broadcast for 3 broadcasts. So, I'm going to resist the temptation. I think I'm going to start with that brand new day. I don't usually start with that one, so mix it up. When I do sing it, it's usually later in the broadcast, but excuse me. Yeah. This is a song about talking to people who, like you, if you're one of these people, want to see the world be a better place, want to maybe even be an activist and push for world change, or just want the world to be different in some way. How can you talk to people that have different views on that than you do peacefully? I wrote this at a time where it was much easier to do that than it was during the last 4 years, the last administration here in the U.S. at least. But so it's a bit of an optimistic song about how that can be done, and maybe that optimism. I don't know. I feel like it's the division is still there, but the tone has dropped a little. The certainly at government level, but I think also amongst people where we're just kind of laid down the arms, relatively speaking, most of us just kind of taking a break from the vitriol and the back and forth. And so this is a song about, sort of a hopeful song about how we can see things the same way. Now, it does assume that we're looking at the same set of facts, and that's less true now than it was when I wrote this song back. When did I write this song? I wrote this song in 2012. I wrote it very quickly. It was just one of those once and done simple songs. I wrote it for a talk that I gave, actually, a political talk thing. When we talk about change. Oh, you know what, guys? I just realized a couple things. Number one, I didn't tune my guitar. It'll take 2 seconds. Number two, my guitar is not plugged in. I'm glad I realized that before I started playing. No, I don't want to upgrade my amp. Oh, it's actually it's looking pretty good. Maybe I don't need to. Okay, that last one's a little off. And then I will plug it in too. You know. I don't like the quality, the sound quality on this using Haps as much as I do using Restream. There is one thing I changed on my end, so it could be partly that, but I've been told by others that the sound quality is not as good for music as it could be, or as it is some other places. I hope that changes. In other ways, though, I really like Haps, so I don't want to leave over it, but it is a concern. Hello, Let It Be. How are you doing today? I hope well. When we talk about change in the... Why is this not? Oh, there it is. All right. When we... Ooh, Carrie. That sounds exciting. Happy to see you too. No worries, Carrie, though. Thanks for hopping on. What time are you on? Not that I'll make it. I'm not going to promise anymore because I felt so bad that I said I would, and then I totally spaced it out that day that you did a broadcast. But I am curious when this is like, if it's this evening, and it's not even hopeful. No real hope for it. Sorry for all the click clacking. I neglected to trim my nails. I am now going, and it's important for playing. 9:30 Eastern time. Oh wow. Okay, so that's less than an hour from now. When we talk about change in the world, well, we don't have to agree, but maybe I could learn from you, and you could learn from me, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. And if we search with open minds, we just might see the same signs, and so choose the same paths more and more of the time, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can dive, and we can find our way to that brand new day. I love Tori Amos. Absolutely love that. I totally received that as a compliment. It's been a long time since I've listened to Tori Amos. I need to listen to her again. I have at least one of her albums, but it's been like years. And if we, now I don't remember where I was. Oh no. Oh, you know what? I skipped a verse, guys. Great. Knowledge, it is emergent. That's what they say, so let's learn something new each and every day, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can fly, we can find our way to that brand new day. And if we search with open minds, we just might see the same signs, and so choose the same paths more and more of the time, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can fly, we can find our way to that brand new day. And so that we all can come together, I hope we avoid judgment and look for solutions for the 100%, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can fly, we can find our way to that brand new day. And maybe, just maybe, if we reach out and we speak about those changes that we seek, and help others do that too, why, we can make it through, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can fly, and we can find our way to that brand new day. Hi, Bradley. Welcome. Now it may seem much, much too hard, even hopeless at times, but together we're unstoppable. A better world is possible, so one day at a time, step by step, let us fly, so we can find our way to that brand new day. Say one day at a time, step by step, let us climb, so we can find our way to that brand new day. Bradley Devon Beclair. Have you been on before? Forgive me if I'm not remembering. Please, for anyone new, you can let us know where you're watching from, how you're doing, or not. You can just listen. That's totally fine too. But But if you like the music, if you want to kind of stay in touch, if you want to know when I'm coming on, please do follow me, Tiffany TLC Music, all these places, especially so Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, perhaps any or all, especially Twitter, because that's the one and only place where I make announcements. Like I can't come on today or whatever. Why do I keep forgetting, Brad? Why do I keep forgetting you are Magic Band, Brad? Hi, Molly. So good to see you, Brad. I'm so sorry. I'm glad I asked, or I would have been just like super not like, oh, But it's you, Brad. How are you doing? How are you doing, Molly? I'm getting toasty in here. As soon as I close the door, the circulation doesn't work very well, and it's kind of a small AC outlet in this room. So it's like, I hope you're doing well. Yay, that's great. Let's see. Carrie's going to be on the Hap Stars thing. Are there just different guest stars on there, Carrie? I think you said that before. That's exciting. At 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm doing pretty well. I'm a little like, I'm so dunny today. But in general, I'm doing pretty well. I've had a few days of like headaches and stuff. I was having a peaceful but difficult dialogue with somebody. Like it was like a lot of work. That we were texting. It's like really taking great care and everything, and that's just kind of time consuming when you're really trying to be careful, and when you're you're maybe thinking about it a lot. I mean, it could take like an hour to a day for me, to do like in a couple days to like send something off. Yes. Carrie Long, Vada, Ashley, and Miran. That's so cool, Carrie. 9 is your bedtime. Yeah, totally get that. I wish 9 was my bedtime, Molly. Wish we could do that. We try so hard, and the best we can do is like 10:15. And really, more often, we're lucky to do 10:45. I feel exponentially better each increment of time earlier that it is when I get to bed, even if I've slept the same amount. And there are these hormonal things that happen called circadian rhythms that are, it's not like, it sounds like such a woo-woo thing, but it's totally science-based. But these things that happen in our bodies that happen during these hours, and when our bedtime is way off, then they don't. And I feel it, man. I really feel it. All right. So what did we do? We did the brand new day. I hear you. It's so good for you. It's so good for you to do that. I'm amazed that you can do it by 9. It's just the old, well, we try to do so much before bed that like we all take our showers at night, because I like put my hair up in a turban thing. So like I can just be ready to go in the morning. And so I have to take a shower first. I do like meditation. Of course, we do dinner. We do it kind of late and clean up the kitchen. Just all kinds of little things, and it all adds up. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, Brad. That's really rough on you. I'm sorry to hear that. I think I remember that. You start work at midnight? So you work the graveyard. I have worked the graveyard before. Man, I was never more challenged. Man, I was a wreck. This was like 35 years ago. I worked for a short period of time graveyard at Denny's. Whew. Not good. So freezing. And they made you wear these tiny little polyester outfits, little polyester dresses, and polyester fluffy shirts and pantyhose. And oh my God, it was so cold. I was going to die. Oh, where did you work? 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Oh, I feel you. Oh God. I think that's pretty much similar to what I did. I might have started a little earlier and ended a little earlier. Either way, I was screwed. When did you work the night shift, Molly? What did you do? Now, there are some people who say that. I mean, research it, Bradley, or Brad, because I had read that it has to happen during these hours, but maybe if you get yourself trained to different hours, I mean, it's worth researching. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a doctor, obviously, and I researched it years ago. Excuse me. Why? All right, so we're going to do a pair of love songs, the love lost and the love kept. Once in a while, I mean, I try to not do the same songs but once in a while, as I'm mixing it up, those two align. So it's kind of fun when they do. It's more of a sad, philosophical, lost song and like a happy song that's still true today. Both of them are true stories, though. Oh, oof. Yeah, you know what? My niece lived here and she didn't work the night shift, but she had to get there to work at like 4 a.m. And she said for years after this alarm sound that she had, which set her into total trauma. All right, so this is my love lost song. It was long ago. We each needed so much. When we met that night. We rushed right in. It seemed so right. Neither of us had known true intimacy. So we clung to each other like two lost at sea. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. They say we married young, we were both still in school, and neither of us was really ready. Yeah, we didn't have the tools. We didn't know how to really talk. We didn't know how to really be. And we couldn't find help. Someone to help us see. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. Been decades since we split. We each married anew. We both have kids now, just not me and you. Yet we each have found our way, though on different paths. Still, you're a close friend. The distance is not so vast. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. I adore my husband, you adore your wife. We love our families, you know we'd want another life. Yet I still sometimes wonder, what if someone had lent a hand? I still sometimes marvel, imagining where we might stand. It was long ago about when I was singing that. I was going to say something. Oh, so that's my love lost song, true story, many, many years ago. Tomorrow, my family is picking up my niece at the airport. We're very excited because we haven't seen her in a year and 4 months, and we used to see her like every week. But when COVID hit, she escaped the state and went to hibernate with her dad in another state. So we're going to be picking her up. And her plane at the moment is scheduled to land at 5:50 Pacific time. And as you know, I usually come on between 5:15 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. So now the airport's only like 10 or 15 minutes from our house, and I doubt it'll be on time. But if it is, I may or may not come on. I may come on for a short period of time. I may not come on at all. It'll kind of depend. And I will send out a tweet if so. That reminds me, please do follow at Tiffany TLC Music on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and or Haps, especially Twitter, because that is where I make announcements. So we'll see. I just realized that actually. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Not sure I'll be on at all. So that was my love lost song. Still pretty philosophical, not one of those really painful songs because I wrote it, I wrote it like 10 years after that relationship. Oh gosh, longer than that. 15 years after that relationship ended, at least. 20 years? Possibly 20. I'd have to do the math. Now let's see. Yeah, almost, if not 20, almost 20. So needless to say, I had some distance on that situation and was able to write a more philosophical song than I would have been able to write right afterwards, because I was actually quite devastated for a long time. It was very, very painful. But this next song is about something, a love that was less painful, still going, shining, bright, shining star in my life. So You Always Knew tells as much of the story of our meeting and like courtship, I guess, as possible, and still leaves a lot out. A lot of funny stuff about the first day we met that I couldn't fit in. Just couldn't do it. It's already a pretty long song, so I have to just tell that part separately. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggled up to us tight. You're holding my hand, I love you's all around, and sweet, sweet good nights. I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think the love I feel, the family we made, it didn't come to pass. With all that I am and all that I have, no. You know what? With all that I have, no. Oh, I'm wrong strum. We're gonna do it again. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggled up to us tight. You're holding my hand, I love you's all around, and sweet, sweet good nights. No. I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think the love I've... What the hell is this drum? What? Okay. Now I don't usually actually have a thing where, let's see. I think that is it. Why am I not able to keep it? All that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. You started dark, the Sierra Club, my summer child. You opened the door, smiled down at me, a white marble Greek god. I had another guy, law school coming, I was moving away. But when you asked me out, looked at me that way, yes, I had to say. All that I am and all that I have, I honor you. Filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Our first date ended, and with that came our first goodbye. But the hug we shared before you left did not tell a lie. I had told you my Santa Barbara guy had bought me tickets to fly. You called me up at work to refund his money, said you had to try. With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. Filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Months went by, I left my other guy, found me, we started a flame. But I still didn't know the way you did that this would be the thing. You move forward, but every Friday night you flew to me. You called me up, you cared for me, yeah, you slowly helped me see. With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Yesterday, the anniversary of our 10th year. Another blessed day, another blessed night with you right here. You're my best friend, lover of my dreams. Such care you take of me, dear. And if I close my eyes, I had written vows. I can still hear. We said, all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew, you always knew. You always knew, you always knew. Well, everyone, I'm debating on what will be my last song. I was thinking about doing No Worries, but I'm not personally necessarily needing that. You know what we could do? Except, I don't know. Oh, wow. I am way past due to do the Sun on the Sea, but I'm really in the mood for that one. Excuse me, yawning. Does anybody have a suggestion for an upbeat song? I like to end on an upbeat song. Don't have to, though. Don't have to. Well, that's a good. Okay, let's do that. Let's do the circle song. Yay, everybody's in a circle. It's been actually a little while since I did that one. I did it the same day. See, have you seen my chart? In case you're wondering if I'm like into organization, the answer is yes. Well, how about the circle song? Since we just did persist. Let me see. Can you see this? You see this chart? Look at that. So like each day at the top, I put the date and I put a little asterisk by the ones I think I'm going to do. And I try to pick ones that it's been a long time. And when I did it back then, I didn't do it on the same day as the other songs I pick. So I'm not just like doing, broadcast day A, broadcast day B, and then just repeating those, because that gets, I don't know, repetitive as well. But I've got time for one more. So let's do the circle song, because everybody's in a circle. It's been since the 15th versus persist. We just did yesterday. No, I think I used a table in Word. I love Excel spreadsheets though, and Google spreadsheets. Yes. I'm an organizational person. What can I say? It's helped me a lot in my life. It's a good anecdote for anxiety. It's actually, like, I read a bunch of anxiety books. Everybody hold hands. Which I won't get into why, but that was actually one of the recommended things, is to like kind of be a scheduler, or be somebody that helps you anticipate things, and which can reduce your anxiety about them. All right, everybody's in a circle. Everybody this is a virtual circle. So everybody's going to hold virtual hands wherever you are. Yeah. Remind me of what your partner does again. They're an attorney, right? Or no? I think you said that. It's supposed to just be accountants that are into Excel, but I'm an attorney and I love Excel. And like I said, Google spreadsheets. I like things that are available to the public too. All right, here we go. Everybody's in a Circle is a song to help us feel better when we're lonely or socially anxious. Has a nice metaphor in there, or it helped me anyway. Grab your partner, or not. If you don't have one, it's virtual hand holding. If you fear you won't fit in to a circle you want to be in, if the light from the nearest sun is much too dim, if you're lonely, look around and realize that everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are a sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are a sunlight, shines through you, everyone. That makes sense, Molly. You don't need another sun to get light and love from. When the sun is you, they shine right through you, so you can feel warm all the time. Because everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are a sunlight, shines through you, center of the universe. There is no one sun to which everyone must run. We're all stars shining our own light. So know that. Everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight, shines through you, everyone. Now your circle, it might be small, it might contain no person at all. Imaginary friends, spider on the wall. But when your love is shining through you, it'll do for love that. Everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight, shines through you, everyone. Everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight, shines through everyone. Everybody's in a circle, everybody is a sun. You're already in a circle. You yourself, you are a sun. Let your light shine through everyone. Let your light shine through you, everyone. Let your light shine through you to everyone. Yes, that song has helped me many a day. I don't really have loneliness anymore. It's been a long time, but social anxiety sometimes. just occasionally when there's some, I don't know. It's actually pretty rare. but maybe that's because of this song. Thanks for being with me, everyone. Molly, I don't know who's still on. That's the bummer about Haps. It tells you who's been on, but not who is on. Molly, Brad, Carrie. Let's scroll back. There's been a lot of people on, but I don't know who's on right now. Let It Be. Thanks, Molly. Thank you. So again, I probably won't be on. I probably won't be on tomorrow, but stay tuned for a tweet. If I'm not going to be on, I will try my best to tweet that. But hopefully I will be. But it's as the current plan lay. I'm picking somebody up at the airport at 5:50, and I don't think they're going to be on time because it's like an all-day flight with layovers. Something's going to go wrong, but. Anyway, thanks for being with me, everyone, live and replay. Molly, others, thank you so much. It means a lot. I'm going to post my little blurb about who I am and what I do. Good. I'm glad that'll be okay with you, Molly. I do have lots of replays if somebody just can't wait another day. Whoa. Let me post one more. Okay, because it's easier to see it when it's higher. So I'm a singer-songwriter amongst many things. Most of my music's modern American folk, but I do some blues. Most of it's acoustic guitar, but I do some vocal looping. Broadcast most weekdays between 5:15 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. More on the late end. I see that wave, Molly. Thanks for being with me, everyone. Have a great couple days if I'm not on tomorrow. Thank you, Molly. Please follow Tiffany at Tiffany TLC Music everywhere. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your evening, Molly. Sleep tight. Bye.